didn't find the middle, but it's beaten the gap, and it'll go away for 4. First boundary of the match.
Yes and no. I'm surprised because I think he's certainly the best batsman in the side and should be batting at 3. But on the other hand, the Victorian selectors, as we watch this ball, he charges in. He's got that away nicely. That's a good shot, good positive pull shot, that one. Vimpani swung that away, and that's nicely played. That's the best shot of the morning so far.
About there is what Colin Croft is talking about. The batsman doesn't have to be concerned with anything else without a gully in, other than striking the ball in the middle of the bat. Doesn't have to worry about keeping it down.
I don't think the equestrian event was a great problem when we were up here 10 years ago, because the ball was hovering across the outfield that quickly. He didn't want to stop it anyway.
Shot by Vimpani. That's 4 more. Well, he's bowled 3 no balls in the over, been hit for 3 fours, a bit of everything.
It's a super shot.
Another one. And he's driven that beautifully through mid-on. A long chase for Bishop from mid-off. If that doesn't hit the boundary, they might run 4. And they'll do it easily. And first up, he's chopped wide of point, and that'll beat the man and go for 4. Now there's a legitimate gully in place, just 2 slips. And that beats square leg 4.
There's the hook again. It's in the air, but it'll beat the man at backward square, and 4 more, so they continue to test him out. But Graeme Vimpani is equal to the task, and he's taking the West Indians on here, and he's miles in front at the moment. An excellent stroke.
May have looked a little unbalanced, but in the end, just keeping that head still, keeping the eyes on the ball, enabled him to compensate for being a touch off balance while he was playing that stroke.
Oh, it drives beautifully this time down the onside. A long chase for Patterson Thompson. And that's going to run all the way into the boundary. That's a beautiful stroke from Graeme Vimpani. The off drive, the last ball of the previous over, and this time the on drive. Beautifully executed.
Well, he covered some of Victoria's matches, some of his early games for the state last season. And likes to play that shot. And that should be 4. Chase around the boundary. Ball beats him. Patterson Thompson using the feet, but the ball got away. That is a good shot. Lovely shot. Finds the bike track. Graeme Vimpani looking very good out there. Up to 88 now. He reached for it, and well, they go back for the second, and it's not a good return, right in the middle of the pitch. And now there's overthrows. They'll make this into 4. Nixon McLean ambles after it, but they get the extra 2, and that won't please the bowler. But that return from third man went nowhere in particular, and he might just about get his 100 with this. Race around the boundary, but there it is. Vimpani brings up his century. Clipping it down to fine leg. Fine knock by this fellow. His maiden first-class century. And a wonderful effort on the opening day of this tour game against the West Indies. Graeme Vimpani, 100 not out off 150 balls. Great effort.
Go Bonnet!
It's lovely. Graeme Vimpani surprises at times. He doesn't seem to use a lot of power in his shots, but really relies a lot on timing, and that was perfectly timed. Beautiful time. Super timing, a frustrating moment.
15 fours in 123, just about a half of his scores in boundaries. And that's going to be another one.
It's a biggie. It's a ripper. Well, possibly a bit of frustration might be doing the world of good.
And that's a better shot. That's a lovely shot out through extra cover and 4 runs. Didn't he time that beautifully? He has played some cracking shots, particularly out onto the offside today. And that was delightful. 131 now for Vimpani.
Well, yes and no. I mentioned before, when you're in this situation, you like to have as much strike as you possibly can. I just get the feeling the opposite, Mike, that Vimpani's actually keen to get on with it a little bit. His run rate and run scoring has been slowed down a little bit. He hasn't seen a lot of the strikes. That can sometimes work against you. Just like that. You could see he wanted to get on with the job. He hasn't seen a lot of the strike in the last couple of overs. I sensed just a couple of balls ago that he was going to look for that area over mid-wicket or long on. And he comes down the wicket, and Courtney Brown does the work behind the stumps. So the end to a wonderful innings by Graeme Vimpani, out, stumped off the bowling of Jimmy Adams for 133. What an innings it's been, 17 boundaries. He was there for 203 balls, 291 minutes. And he gets a generous round of applause from this Wangaratta crowd who have enjoyed the run-making by this young man. An excellent innings from him.
Yes, tremendous effort by him, and Greg Ritchie did pick it. He was going for that big hit over long on. And Courtney Brown hasn't done too much right today, but he was able to affect the stumping then with Vimpani overbalancing in playing that shot, and finally on his way for 133, batting for just 9 minutes short of 5 hours. And what a tremendous knock it's been.